we'll try and say this is the old Fira, obviously one of the first settlements right on the hill, like all Greeks for some strange reason. I mean, obviously it's for defensive positions, but they wanted to basically build it everywhere on top of hills. If I ever get a chance to go back to my beloved Skiathos, I'll do one from Castro. If anybody, well, most people who know me, that if whenever I go or basically pass away, that's where I want my ashes spreading. Many friends there, but a lot of like I say, all of the Greek islands, it's our thing. Trying his best in this wind. I hope the mic's cutting a little bit out because it really is having to do a job today, the old fluffy mic. I think there's further more stuff around the corner. There's a few more plaques. I don't know if you could read the last plaque on the last one. My hand is shaking like, I won't say, but you know what I mean, guys. Anyway, we'll move, let's say just a little panorama around here. You can still listening to me. We'll do a little panorama. I don't know what the column was. It was here at one time, but obviously that must have been massive. I have noticed further down some of the ruins that they've used, it's mainly limestone, but they've mainly used a lot of lava blocks for some reason in certain parts of houses, and I don't know what that's about. I'll try and read some plaques on the way down because Jackie says I've missed a load as I've been walking up. But I'll say I've tried to keep everything rocking and rolling a bit because of the wind. Right, we'll see. I'll try and move on. We'll sort of say pause this one and we'll continue it again a little bit later on. Okay, see you in a bit, guys. Do as much talking, guys, because it's windy, isn't it? Very windy. very windy. I think also, just to show a little bit more information, I think that way, going obviously that way, where we stayed before, is Naxos, Mykonos, Paros. We've got Foligandros is round. You can see it when you're down on wire. You can see Foligandros. You can see Ios, which is in the middle. And I think this island here, if I'm not mistaken, is Heraclea. We've been told that that is very old, very traditional, just like Greek islands used to be years ago. One of them works on our bucket list, along with Naousa, which I think is just behind it. But same again, we'll carry on up the hill. Jackie's marched up in front, so we'll see you shortly. Right guys, after reading the plaque, we've just, it's one of the old inhabitants who carved all these rocks himself. Obviously we've got an eagle there, we have a lion there, and we're looking for the dolphin, and the dolphin is there. So all carved into there. So yeah, basically just a little sanctuary place from back in the day. A lot of pilgrims things come here. Right, carry on moving on up. Just doing another panorama from the top. Any of you like Jackie, if you watch that below deck, I'm sure that is somebody down there that's got a hell of a lot of money, and with the people who's just come right round the corner from Fira. It's grey and we thought it were a battleship, so, but it's not. But yeah, just like I say, obviously somebody there with entourage following a speedboat as well. Do a bit more, say, we'll carry on. A bit further to go yet, haven't we? Don't know how far we've got to go yet, have we? We'll try again. Carry on, see you in a bit. volcanic stones I mentioned there, some of the brown ones. Don't know what that's all about, it's just using the stone what they had. Oh, no idea. Anyway, continuing on. Now I'm going to chuck a really boring fact in here, guys. As I'm in construction on my own sort of like building firm, one of the things that I'll look at here is this is done back when it was first, second AD. You can still, pardon me, you can still see scotch marks, what we call scotch marks, scotch cone marks in the stone from where they've dressed it. So obviously they had, like I say, decent tools for dressing it with. Like I say, in these steps, absolutely. You need a machine to do something like that nowadays. Time and effort they had for them. We can do things like that now. But like I say, that takes us, like I say, 2 or 3 days. And they've had 4 or 5 men on one piece of stone. So, yeah, amazing. Move on a bit more. No idea what this is. I assume it's an old for collecting water, like a tank. Either that, or in, like I say, bygone times, they actually put your kids in there if they're naughty. Which would be a good thing. I would do. So it's mainly coming into all the main settlement now. I'm glad they preserve these things, but builders' point of view, most people think they're absolutely dull as dishwater, but generally as a building point of view, for most guys that do it every day, when you see what they do, I mean obviously we've got modern technologies now that do everything, but for us that see it, I mean like the rocks up there, people say, oh yeah, they're big rocks, and but how many people, that would take 5, 6 men to even just put one of them stones in to place, let alone dress it. So yeah, amazing. Move on a bit. Here you go, guys, look, even archaeologists tidy up. Obviously this is an area that they've put where a lot of the stones, they don't really know where they go, just well carved stones, and they've all been put to one side, just here on the top of the cliff, facing out towards Heracles. So yeah, it's a bit like what we do, surplus stone. Yeah, so if you need a bit, you know where they are. I'm not going to do too much of the blogging as with, I'm going to cover everything. If I were to cover everything, there'd be no point in you guys coming here, would there? And that's the idea. The idea to show you, and you come here yourselves, like I say. Especially like I say now we're in June. Like I say, if you're coming, I'd say it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect weather. I know it seems windy and everything, but it's really perfect. And cheap flights at the moment, if you can get yourself just cheap flights, come here, I think. And we've just booked, we use an app called Agoda, and you can just book in nightly. You can book in via Fira just nightly. It's fairly different, between 70 to 80 euros per night, but if you're going to come, it's on your bucket list. It's a great place, and I say I'm not going to do a lot too much. We're going to skirt over Fira, the old Fira now today, but not too much, because the idea is for you guys to come and have a look yourselves. So moving on a bit more, see a bit more. I just seen another pile of stones here, guys. These are like surplus stones, but obviously on this site, which there isn't now, there's loads and loads of statues, and these I think are mainly all the base stones where they were fastened, because they look like Bigfoot's footprints that have been entombed for time in the rocks, but they've got little single holes in the bottom where things have been dowelled in, and that's how the ancient guys, like I say, basically bolted things down. They used a bit of a dowel with some grout and put it into place. We still do it with like stone mullions now, but like I say, the archaeologists seem to have stacked all the decent stone. I've got a person who lives in Carlton that'd love some of this stuff with where it's carved, and find somewhere around his garden to put it in. And like I say, there's a lot of the basic broken pillar bases as well. The pillars seem to have disappeared, or they'll have probably taken them from around the island to build houses with. But yeah, I think these are the base stones from a lot of obviously the statues. We'll find out where the statues are, but then again, that's for you to do as well. That's the whole idea coming here. So move on a bit more. Roman baths. Yeah, Roman baths. I found some at Collins, but yeah, this yeah, Roman baths. So it says it's been changed a few times, guys, but yeah, there you go. I do like this where they've used volcanic rock in amongst. They must have found not enough limestone lying around like that over there. Let's say about up those coins up there. It does add to it. I bet it looked really good when it was first done, because it's like a lovely red rock. Like I say, same again now, looking down this path there. The sharp edges of this stone for the time when they did it, and especially up here on this hill in this heat, must have been immense. Move on a bit further. I like this bit, guys. That's like a bit of Machu Picchu, is that, isn't it? That's been well put together. There's loads of it. Must be loads of streets, old streets that went down there. Obviously, this is the Greek safety barrier. Stops you wandering down there, of course. If you step over that, oof, yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're dead. You're dead if you step over that one. But yeah, like that there. See that? Try and find that reclaimed, doing any kind of work where I live in Yorkshire. Pay a fortune for that. It's lying around up here, top of an hill. Absolutely awesome. Yeah. There you go, guys, theatre down there, look. You can just see it horseshoe shape. Obviously that's where the rope, you're not allowed to go down there because deadly down there somehow. But there we go, I'll put it on the plaque, so if you pause the videos, obviously while you're going along, if you want to read it, you can. That's if, like I say, if we put them on, if you bear with them, they might not be the best because they might be jittery all over with the wind. If you can bear with them, not the most professional. Like I say, I didn't think whether the other gimbal would work, so I left it down, and we'll try that later on anyway. But try your best. Moving on again. obviously it's a massive settlement this. We can't go any further. Obviously it carries on down there, covers nearly all the top part of this, well, I suppose it's a hill stroke mountain as they call them in Greece, but we'll just carry on there for another, like I say, 500-600 yards, and all these obviously little houses as they go, so they may open it in the future, but obviously they've got the Greek barrier tape, haven't they, love? The Greek barrier tape, the rope there, stop you. If you step over there you're dead. So anyway, I'll continue on. Start filming again, but I think we're about to get blown away again. I think I'll grab you what in a minute, and grab Jackie in a minute, she flies off to distance. A couple of people there try to stand up. Yeah, we come back over towards Prissa, so we must be right on the peninsula here, but as you can see down there, you can see square edge of the structure still down there, so obviously all this, what looked like rumbled down dry stone walls, are still all buildings, or they could have even been part of the fields that they farmed, but obviously it still goes down further down there. But yeah, obviously they don't let you go, because if you go wandering off, you're off down there, aren't you? And I don't think you want to be off down there. So not on yours anyway. All I can say, it's a bit windy. Just to show guys, it is bearable up here. Wind is absolutely thing, but the weather is gorgeous. I'm only in a vest top, but so don't put it off. The wind is absolutely howling. It looks a bit daunting, obviously, with the grey clouds coming over the highest point over there. But don't put it off, because I say it is, even though it's absolutely howling a gale. And for some reason as well, I've only just noticed someone must have bought some property and built a house right on the edge there. Yeah, but no. It's still worth a visit, but like I say, we'll carry on filming a little bit more of it. We're nearly probably out of it because over the top, but I'll leave the rest of it up to you guys. So when you come, just by basically just a little skirt over the top and just walk back. One good thing about it is as well, which I like the idea of, there's little sentries, little guys sat in the sentries there in case anybody in problem. I think they're mainly to stop people just running all over the ruins as well, but at least up here where it's exposed, if you needed to get any emergency access, anything, these guys are probably there, and that's what it's for. Like I say, I'll just move on a little bit more. We'll do a film as we're going out, so catch up in a bit. There you go, guys. Be careful. I'm in trainers and I just slipped then. So like I say, that was one heck of a step. So yeah, just be careful. But then again, I am trying to look at the screen as well as walking forward. So yeah, just be careful. I say, good stout pair of trainers, walking boots. I mean, people are walking around here in flip-flops and everything. If you wish to do that, that's great. But if you're going to stub your toe or anything, I won't be wanting to stub my toe in flip-flops. And that's it. You see, it brings you right round to here, which brought us round. I think this is one of the main, let's say, one of the main buildings, like a temple or. Well, I think we've just done a bit of filming on the boards from there. So there's a lot you could see. They've roped off. I can understand it as well. There'd be too much traffic, but it brings you round to here. So what we'll do is, next one I'll probably do is back down at the quad when we get back down there, and just film down what's just out where to get to, because it's a fairly steep road to get up out of Kamari. You can only come out of Kamari so far. You park, you walk up, then you pay, and you walk all up to here. There is no way around this part of the island to Paris, so you've got to go back, I think, if you're down into Kamari, and not down the main road, and then over the top, and that takes you around to Paris. So there's no road around this top end of the peninsula of Santorini whatsoever, because these ruins are it. This is it. Like I say, unless you hired a boat to go right round. But yeah, I'll do a bit more when we get down there. Sorry for, as usual, my Yorkshire dulcet tones, but it's basically, while we're on holiday, it's just to give you a bit of an insight to where we've been. I haven't done much in the way. I'll do the room as usual. I haven't done a bit in Wire. We've taken a few photographs, but we're going to go back and stay for a night in Wire to watch the sunset. So I'll do that there. We'll do a little bit. If you go on YouTube, there's hundreds of videos of it. There's a walk with me, guys, done a fair few around there. I'm just doing this. But the only thing I will say, and it will be a bugbear point for me, and I want to get it out, some people don't do it. Generally the people that come to these places, more Europeans, more mainstream Brits don't want to come here. There's a lot of Brits and we get a bad name of going abroad, enjoying yourselves and everything. The only thing I will say for British people, when you're walking around these ruins and we're doing everything, people are polite. They get out of the way. Thank you, thank you. I have not heard one European. I've walked past 3 French people that have just barged me out of the way. The Germans and Italians, they just take the central line, they make you walk to the edges. There's no thank you, there's no courtesy. The one thing I will say for British people, we're still one of the most courteous people in Europe, and I'll stand by that. Like I say, walking around these ruins, they just feel as if they've got a God-given right to it. So let's say thumbs up there, and big thumbs up there to the Brits. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll bear with me. I'll try and put some more on later when we get back down. So for now, I'll shut up, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Hi again, guys. Just noticed something on the way down. For those of you who want to be more of a thrill seeker, we've noticed there is a path that comes up from that hotel, because if you know that when you see the road that comes up, it zigzags up about 50 turns left right, like going up the Alps. But it actually comes up there, comes right up there, comes up from that hotel, comes over there around the back, and comes onto part of the road further down. So for thrill seekers who want a bit more of a challenge walking up, there you go. There you go, guys. There's your road down. Look, that's your only way up. And it disappears below me, below cliffs, zigzags all the way to the bottom, pops out down there near that hotel with the pool down at the bottom. But that path I've just told you about comes out down there where the little cars park. Comes out behind there. Oh, try to hold on with this wind, it really is strong. I say I'll do another one when we get back. There we go. There's his little quad, little orange quad down there. Little orange one. Back to the quad. Head down for a well-deserved beer, I think. So see you soon, guys. There, last part of the journey down, old Fira, back down to the quad. And see you later on down in Kamari, or we might go to Parissa. We don't know, do we? I have no idea yet. Anyway, okay, see you for now guys, bye.